What's it, B2? Capital G here, dueling book commentary. So this seems like it could be an interesting commentary. I'm not exactly sure what play Trent Wick is going for. He obviously used Brilliant Fusion and got Seraphonite. Then he Synchro Summoned for Denlong, and then I believe he used this extra normal summon for Dark Grepher. And looks like he got Level Eater in the graveyard. Okay, I think I might know where this play is going. I gotta exactly see. I feel like this play feels somewhat familiar. I believe he has 2 5s on the field, doesn't he? Yeah, he could exceed with these if he wanted to. I don't think he will. I think he's gonna keep on Synchro Summoning, but we'll see. All right, well, never mind. He cannot exceed with those monsters anymore, but he can exceed with the Grepher because now it's level 4. He is now level 8, I guess. Level Eaton, level 8, I don't know. He used Level Eater with the Excel Synchron for TG Hyper Librarian. Okay, so it looks like it's probably just going to set up to be like a Quasar play or something like that. So he's going to give up his Yang Zing. And could this be, how many stars is that? That's a lot of stars. That must be like, okay, that's what I was saying. Is that Trishula? That is Trishula. Problem with Trishula is, I don't know how good Trish is if you're just getting 1 card. Usually you want to get the maximum of 3. Looks like he's going to get that Infernoids Stydamus out of his hand. He will draw a card, though. But, I don't know, man. Unless you have, like, Soul Charge, I don't know if that's really worth it. I guess he could still Level Eater. Alright, so he is going to activate Jet. Yeah, okay, that's where you bring out Level Eater. Time to bring out the Formula Synchron. He's going to Level Eater off Trishula, because Trishula doesn't have that much value anymore. Unless you can desynchro from it. If you desynchro from Trishula, it's broken. Especially with TG Hyper Librarian on the field. You just keep drawing cards and keep taking cards out of your opponent's hand. Alright, so he's going to draw a couple of cards. He's going to Level Eater off Trishula again, who's like level 7, I think. Told you guys I should have banned this card, but hey, what do I know? What does Cap know? Alright. Tatsunoko is summoned, and he will continue drawing cards. He could go for a level 8 Synchro, but it just doesn't really make. Actually, he could go for a 3, and Trish is what, a 7 now? Actually, it's a 6 now. Alright. He's getting rid of the Mizuki in his hand. And he Synchro Summons for an Omega. I don't think I've ever seen that play. That's pretty dope. Alright, so he's going to continue drawing cards, which is pretty much going to take another card out of... actually, we didn't even say who this guy is. This is Mudman. He's going to probably lose another card to Psy-Frame Lord Omega. And that's really bad because Infernoids kind of need a lot of cards, though, or they can't really... If you don't have a lot of Infernoids, you can't really do that much. Looks like he's level eating off. Actually, he should level eat off the Omega because it's gonna banish itself anyways. Don't level eat off Trishula anymore. He plays a hero. What the hell is this deck? Brings back Glow Bulb. I think he's gonna go for another Formula Synchron. You know what? I think he's gonna run through his entire extra deck at this point. I think Mudman's just scooping. All right, so Scooper Reno, and we're going to game 3. I did not see game 1, obviously. I don't know what the end game of that was. I don't know if that was to eliminate your opponent's entire hand or was it to make Quasar. I mean, all I know it was a synchro deck. I really want to see how synchros are going to adjust when we get the new rules in place, because I feel like that mechanic is easily under the most fire. Because synchro decks operate like that. They synchro up. Fusion, you don't really fuse up, to be honest. Like, you only fuse up in like Lunar Lights. There's so many ways of fusing summoning, like Contact, where, a lot of those monsters can uncontact, like ABC, Gladiator Beast, Ritual Beast. They can all like uncontact and whatnot. There's just regular fusion decks like Shadows that you don't really you don't really fuse up in Shadows. You just fuse. So, like, I don't know. I feel like Fusion and XC are more kind of equipped to handle the new style of Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the new rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you may only get one extra deck monster. Like, one big fusion can be all you need. Unless that fusion is like Norden, which that's a whole different thing. That's with like instant fusion and whatnot. It's not even like a real fusion summon. I mean, it is, but you guys know what I'm saying. So anyways, let's see what's going to happen here. I'm thinking if I'm Infernoids, as much as I really don't like going first in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'd probably go first because I just, against a synchro deck, I mean, a dimensional barrier just shits on their entire deck. So if I can hit that early, pretty much GG to your entire deck, because I'm pretty sure in them 60 cards, you're probably not running a lot of traps. Well, you could be playing, I guess, So they're both running 60 card decks. Interesting. Or no, actually he's running 58 cards. That's just weird. Oh my, he did not open that good, it appears. Infernoids bricked. This is why I never like going first with Infernoids with 5 cards, because if you don't open with that grass looks greener, which is actually useless because your opponent's running 60 cards, it's like you're, I don't know, it's like your brick city. So maybe he's trying to unload his hand, but unfortunately Fairy Tail Snow is going to run this dude over. And this will not be stopped by, oh, Fairy Tail Snow is backed up by Brilliant Fusion. Maybe you call Fusion here, flip over that D barrier. I would just wait. I feel like obviously that's going to set up a synchro play. All right, Garnet's hitting the grave. So is Trick Clown maybe? Aha, Trick Clown it is. Okay, so Trick Clown and Garnet make Seraphonite. I kind of wish they would ban Seraphonite, because like Gem Knights really don't use Seraphonite like at all. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like gems don't really need the card. But I feel like other decks just kind of abuse it. Now it is interesting, 260 card deck. Maybe they sided out that grass looks greener. Do you side out that grass looks greener in a 60 card mirror match? Because if you know you're going first, you know you just know it's a dead card. You have to go second for it to be good. Looks like he's going to let the clown go through. Maybe now is when you torrential. He would not have enough cards in his grave to use Fairy Tail Snow. I mean, you don't really lose anything if you're gonna torrential. Your dude's gonna die anyways. Actually, I would let him commit to another normal summon. Like, cause I don't feel like he's going to exceed here. I feel like he's going to normal summon like Glow Up Bulb or something like that. Okay, so he activates Lost Wind so that he will not get wait, is that a condition? I feel like he still might get that normals. I think that's different. I think it's not like I'm trying to think of the card. It's not like the Evil Swarm not Bahamut. It's not like the Evil Swarm caster. All right, so he's just going to attack. And I believe he just passed his turn. So Mudman has like one turn to do something big here. Maybe he top decked Reasoning, because something like 1 for 1 would be terrible. Or Decatron. That Decatron would be pretty decent. The real problem is the Trick Clown is now back and reload. Oh, the perfect top deck. Oh, no, wait. That wasn't a top deck. That was actually set. Dark Hole. But he does have the Trick Clown still there. And then he gets a Raiden. That's a good top deck. Okay. Activate Raiden effect. Oh, he could have used both of those cards. Man, oh man. Maybe that wasn't even worth using the Raiden's effect. Like, both of those 2 draws. Well, obviously, if he gets the pot, then he doesn't get... Well, actually, he got 2 Infernoids, so I guess it makes it worth... Well, 3 Infernoids, technically. But he really could have used that Pot of Desires. But you know what? It would have been milled anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. He would have milled it during the end phase, so I guess, you know, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Plus, if you activate the Desires... You don't even see the other card. All right, here comes Shiranui Sage. And it's really not that bad because he gets the Lost Winds back. Like, I hope he realizes he can get his Lost Winds back. So he just needs to kind of survive this turn and not die here. All right, Mudman, don't forget about your Lost Winds. Okay, I believe he has already forgotten about Lost Wind. Lost Wind is just, what's it called? It is just when your opponent specials. It doesn't have to be from the extra deck, right? Because if so, he should have already went ahead and set it. All right, so Unizombie is going to use the discard effect. Probably Mizuki. It is Mizuki. No response. Left Arm Offering. Okay, well, Soul Charge. Yeah, it has to be Soul Charge. Soul Charge is the only thing that makes sense. Okay. I think my screensaver just came on. I'm just sitting here chilling, commentating, and my screensaver just totally came on. Yeah, this has to be add grass. No, he's not adding grass. He's adding what the heck? What is he doing? He should be adding Soul Charge. That is the card that, what? He added Foolish Burial. What the kappa? Why didn't he go for Soul Charge? Alright, whatever. He knows more than I know. Okay, whatever. Alright, so I believe Level Eater is going to eat off of Unizombie? I don't know. I feel like this play is like super susceptible to being stopped now. I feel like if you would have soul charged, you would have had like so many monsters that it would have been basically impossible. Because like, what if you just strike? What if you just use like strike right now? Your whole play. I mean, I guess you would still have the zombies in your graveyard, but I don't know. I feel like soul charge was a better play, but I guess he really, really wanted that level eater. Level 5 or higher. Was that Unizombie level 5? Because I know he did make he made the level increase, but was it level 4 or was it? It must have been level 5. Okay, maybe I missed something. All right, bringing out the Excel Synchron. Pretty much going for the same play, it appears, that he did last time. We probably might not see a Trishula though. Might be a little different. Mudman still has not set that lost wins. Maybe he... Okay, there he goes. He is going to set lost wins. I was like, maybe he just doesn't care. If a monster is special summon from your opponent's extra deck. Okay, so you have to wait for it to be special from the extra deck. But he could have done that on the first... What's it called? The first Shang Tsung. Alright. Now what does he do? And... he's going to go for Formula Synchron. Level Eater is just such a damn card. It's just such a damn hard card to stop. I feel like maybe he has Void Feast set or something like that. A card that obviously cannot be activated. Formula Synchron is used. The problem is, outside of all the level eating, he still has, what's it called? Like, he still has Plague Spreader and Mizuki in his grave. So, like, even if you stop his board, he still has a little bit of stuff in his graveyard. I think TG Hyper Librarian is a card that you have to use Lost Win on, that you cannot allow him to just draw 5 billion cards, because then you're just blown out the game. All right, Tatsunoku is probably Tatsunoku is coming out. There we go, Tatsunoku. He wants to activate TG Hyper Librarian, draw some cards, and looks like he's got nothing to stop this. All right, he's going to Synchro again. Here comes Cypher Lord Omega. Although he can't use the effect though, because he has no hand. So that's kind of good for him. He also can't attack this turn, by the way, either. So like his Raiden should live through this. Okay, he placed a counter on Omega for, I'm not sure why, because he doesn't have a hand. Oh no, that was the level eat. Okay, fair enough. I thought he placed the counter on level eater. Excuse me, I thought he placed the counter on Omega as if he was activating Omega's effect. That's what I'm used to people doing. Like they use Omega to or they put a counter to say I'm activating the effect, but that wasn't the case at all. All right, once again, seeing a Synchro summon to Formula Synchron. And there it is. He's going to draw 2 more cards. I don't really know what he could do to stop this. Trentwick is going to have so many damn cards in his hand when this combo ends. Not to mention, he can put a card back in his graveyard from the banish pile. Oh, he's going to sync. He must be going for Trish. Yep, there's Trishula. If you're willing to give up an Omega, then it must be for a really, really good cause. Ah, there goes Devati. That's unfortunate. Let's see what that mystery card was. I'm going to say Void Feast. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to say, oh, and it was Void Feast. Called it. Yeah, that seemed kind of obvious. Because it was just it's a set card and you just like never activate it. I'm like, it has to be Void Feast, right? It has to be a card that you just 100% can't use. See, that's the unfortunate thing about Infernoids. If sometimes you go first and you can't use that grass looks greener, this deck like super bricks. 9 Twin Twisters. Lost One will be banished because it was set back with its own effect. And outside of not attacking, Raiden is pretty much it. I think we're going to probably see Scoop Phase. Or maybe Mudman just died. Okay, now he's looking at his opponent's banish pile. Nope. Lost One doesn't go to the graveyard. He gets banished. There we go. Now where does Trentwick go from here? It's kind of crazy to think that he still hasn't used Soul Charge. Maybe like, nah, it's no way a Synchro deck doesn't use Soul Charge. It's like literally the most powerful card in Synchro decks. Okay, he is using Plague Spreader Zombie. Not sure why he's looking. Oh, did he put the card at the bottom of his grave? Oh, no, he's using Malicious. At what? Okay, I must have missed it. At some point, he got a Malicious in his grave. But he's not going to synchro using Malicious. He's using TJ Hyper Librarian for Coral Dragon. Okay. Now he wants to blow up the Raiden just to make sure. I guess he doesn't have anything. So, I think what he did was he put Plague on top of his deck and then he went Malicious to make sure that he wouldn't draw the Plague again. That's the only reason I could think of bringing out the Plague. I mean, excuse me. That's the only reason I could think of for bringing out the Malicious. Probably Stardust Charge Warrior now to draw 2 cards. Stardust Charge Warrior. He will draw 2 fresh cards. Even like Regeki and Dark Hole don't get you out of this. Only Reasoning and milling like 5, like, I don't know, milling, not 5, milling like 15 cards and all of them being Infernoids. Is he going to go for Beatrice? He does go for Beatrice. This is crazy. He has almost gone through his entire extra deck, although he can put back Omega. And what's Lady B going to throw into the grave? Does he not realize that? I'm pretty sure the, he threw a Shadow Mist. Shouldn't this Raiden be dead from Coral Dragon's effect? Wow, he does play Soul Charge, and he has it in his hand, too. Although his field is kind of clogged, so. Getting 3 monsters. Oh my goodness, he's bringing... he's bringing back the, the freaking Shadow Mist so that he can make Dark Claw. This is impressive. This field suddenly went from all, like, this deck suddenly went from all Synchro to, now he'll have a field of Synchro, Fusion, and Ixie. Alright, looks like he's going to Synchro even more. This should be what, level 8, I think? Oh, Crystal Wing Synchro, oh my god, this field though. This field is freaking crazy. Holy moly. Alright, he's going instantly for the Dark Law. And I guess he's saying beat this field, pleb. Even with Raiden still being on the field, doesn't Coral Dragon blow the card up? Top deck Dark Hole. I mean, why is Raiden not dead? That's all I want to know. It should be dead, right? Okay, so Reasoning is not going to help anymore. I said Reasoning was the card. Yo, show me the Regeki. Show me the Dark Hole so I can just fucking explode. I don't really think, I mean, Mirror Force would also be pretty good too. I'm pretty sure he still has like a Mizuki in his grave though. He might not have the Mizuki anymore. The Plague is gone, I know that. He says, I got this. No you don't. Okay, he has a Raiden. You can't mill because, I mean, you can't mill any cards to the graveyard. He's got Dark Law. Okay, what just happened? Easy. GG. Alright, scoop phase. I guess Trentwick just scoops. Alright, there we go. Mudman scoops. That board was too good. That is it. I want to see, hold on. I might have to watch Trentwick again to see if this deck is really good or is he just turboing off on people who don't play traps. But anyways, thank you guys for watching as always.